Well, hi there everyone. Last day of the holidays, so happy 2020 everyone. I've come out to another local woods that I've been in before, and I want to try and crack on and set up the tarp in a different configuration. It's going to be a battle between the wind and the rain today, so I'm just going to crack on and see what I can get done. The other thing that I will say is, for this video you might find the editing or the final video has some very odd shots or cuts. There's a simple explanation to that. I dropped my phone the other day. I've completely smashed some of the screen. One of the buttons is stuck. It's stuck in safe mode, which means a lot of my applications aren't available. So I'm using my backup phone. It's not a great phone audio wise, but anyway, we'll see what we can get out of both of them today, and we'll crack on. I'm going to crack on and try and set up this DD Tarp in a different configuration, because it's a battle, as I said, between the wind and the rain today. So I'm looking for a wee bit more coverage and shelter. So let's get cracking, guys. I think this one might work, so give it a try. So I've got the main configuration generally laid out in this triangle against the tree. I'm going to do some more wee tweaks here and there, and possibly try and get a line just to kind of lift the middle up a wee bit. I couldn't find my ridge line. I don't know where it is from the last time I was out. I wrapped it up at the very end and flung it in the car and I couldn't find it, so I have got some spare extra rope and stuff with me, but I don't think I'll need it. I used a bungee cord to attach that. But we'll do some more wee tweaks and then we'll get the ground sheet set up inside. So I'll give you a wee look around once I've got it set up, guys. So here we are, chaps. So I've set up most of it. I've just put the ground sheet down so that I could get my stuff in there. Just having a wee chat with a local dog walker again. These are busy, you know, public woods and parks and stuff, so they're fairly well used. Even in the terrible weather, your dog's got to get out in it. So I'm still making some fine adjustments here to kind of stretch it out, lift it up a bit at the back and stuff. So carrying on, but I just get the ground sheet down so I can get my stuff under, so we'll keep going. So here we are, that's us set up. I've spent a wee bit longer than you probably have to, and I've improvised quite a lot of the lines. I always think it's really great, it's always worthwhile buying like these cheap bungee cords and things for the pound shop and stuff, because you can use them and deploy them really quickly, and they're really great for improvised setups. So I'll let you see kind of what it looks like, and thanks again to my subscribers for sending me some links to tarp setups for the DD Tarp. I thought I would give this one a try because I did want something that was provided a bit more shelter from the wind. It is a fairly brisk windy day, and it is raining quite a fair wee bit. So yeah, so I'll let you see what it looks like. So I've got the inside here, and I've got it set up with one of the DD Tarp corners tied to this tree, and then I kind of staked out some of the sides. So I've staked out some of the sides using bungee cords and some of the guy lines that you get. Unfortunately, there is a massive tree stump there that I never really factored in. It's always quite difficult finding a really good bit of flat land with trees, with space, that's kind of sheltered, away from people. You're never going to find the ideal spot. There's always going to be something that creates a challenge for you, but that's the thing that I really enjoy when you come out and build up a shelter. It's really rewarding, it's really satisfying, configuring all the layouts and overcoming those problems and stuff. So but anyway, yeah, that's what it looks like, guys. I hope you like it. I'll let you see what it looks like down here. Once I sort that out, then what I'll do is I'll get the chair set up and try and stay under there for a wee bit because the rain is on. So that's what it looks like. I am next to a dead tree, but it's down anyway, so I don't think there's too much to worry about there. So that's the setup. I hope you like that. So let's get inside. So there we go. Yeah. Well, overall, fairly pleased. It definitely is quite good for providing a bit more shelter from the wind. So I'm definitely pleased with that aspect. Also, if you look back there at the very tail end of it, you've certainly got enough space there if you were going to put down a sleeping bag and, hunker down overnight. Anybody that watches my channel a lot will know that I don't really do a lot of overnighters at the moment. There's two reasons for that. One obviously is the really cold weather, which is particularly challenging, but the other reason I guess is probably the safety aspect, the being a single female out alone, and it is one of these fears to conquer, to get out wild camping, but at the end of the day, that's why I don't let it stop me. I still come out during the day and set up and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup. What I found is one of the problems that I've got, one of the difficulties that I'm facing, obviously, which I was describing earlier, is about the phone situation. I use my phone to film all my videos and stuff. Anyway, the wee backup phone that I've got doesn't have a memory expansion slot, so it doesn't really have the capacity to film a lot of video. Whereas my Samsung Galaxy S10, which was my main phone, you know, does have a memory card slot, and I've always used that to film all of my videos. So one way or the other we'll need to resolve this problem somehow. So I might try one of these cheap shops and, you know, see if they can repair it. It's not just the screen that's damaged, the button's damaged as well. But we'll see. Otherwise I'll probably just need to buy one of these wee cheap smartphone clones, because I'm still tied into the contract, so can't really do anything about that. But anyway, not going to let that get me down. So yeah, I've got a few more things to unpack out my bag, which is kind of, you know, stuff that I wanted to get done today, as well as setting up the shelter. So I'll get the other stuff out of my bag and show you what I was going to do as well today. I did come out a bit earlier today so that I could have time to set up and stuff. I am going to cook some lunch, and I'm going to be really adventurous and try and make something quite tasty, so I'll show you that a bit later on. But I'll get the rest of my stuff out and I'll show you what else I was going to do today. Just going to make another couple of wee pegs. It's just really for one of the sides of the tarp over there that I ran out of pegs, so I'll just make a wee stake for it. That'll be good enough because it's got a wee stop in it, a wee natural stop, so that'll do. I'm going to put that over there, the other side of the tarp. So another wee plan for today is just to keep doing some of the kuksa. It's still a work in progress, but you've got to keep working at it if you want to get it done. That wee cheap knife I bought, I mean, I've tried sharpening it, but it isn't really that great. So I'll try my halter first. I think I'll probably get a Mora knife this year. I definitely need a better knife. I've got a wee sharpening stone and everything, and I've bought some leather to make a strop for it, so I'll persevere. Might need to chop a bit more of it off with the axe. Still got quite a bit to do to it. And as you can see, I've still not got the middle bit hollowed out yet. So for anybody that's thinking of doing this kind of thing, as you can imagine, as you can see, if you're doing it by hand without using, like, you know, power tools, wood tools, all that kind of thing, it's a labour of love, you know. It's just something that you need to keep working on till, you know, you get it the way you want it. I don't even know at this point if I've actually, you know, going to be able to make a big deep enough bowl out of it. So at the end of the day, it might be a wee tiny miniature kuksa, but I don't care. I'm just going to sit here for a while and, you know, just keep working through this till, let's have a look, see what the time is. Well, it's 20 past 1, so I'm going to do this for a good half hour at least, and then I'll think about making my lunch. So I'll bring you back later, guys, just to preserve the memory in this phone and whatnot. So I'll do some more of this kuksa, and I'll bring you back in a wee bit when we're going to get some lunch on the go. Well, there we go. So I managed to get another wee bit of it done. Just taking my time, just, you know, shaping it out, shaping the handle, trying to bring this round this bit here and get that shaped round into a curve for the bowl. Didn't do too much, but yeah, so time's marching on, and it's been kind of drizzling with rain the whole time I've been here. It's not very heavy, so you can't hear it, but it's certainly persistent, and the whole of the outside of the tarp is wet, but it's nice and dry in here, and it's definitely nice and sheltered from the wind. So I'm going to start making some lunch, and today on the menu I am going to try and make some beef stroganoff from scratch. So wish me luck with that, guys. I don't know, I'm not going to light a fire today. I brought my wee gas stove with me, so I'm going to do it on the gas stove. I don't know how much gas I've got left, but if we're successful we'll have a nice lunch, so we'll see. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to crack on with that now. Chop an onion. I won't use too much onion. It's just a wee onion anyway. So chop this onion up. And chop up some garlic. I I did forget one of the ingredients, which was Dijon mustard. I forgot the mustard, so we just need to make it without mustard today, I'm afraid. Chopping a bit of garlic now. A couple of cloves should do it. I'm just using the wee case that the stove comes in to chop this up. So we'll chop the garlic and the onion, and then we'll chop the mushrooms. Chop mushrooms. I think this one's a twin. Don't need to chop that too finely. So all of that's going to go in the pan and get sauteed, and then I can saute in the steak, but still got a couple of wee steps before that. That's the veg ready to go. Hopefully this is the flour. Yeah, that's the flour. And that's my butter. And I've got my oil here. Got some oil here. So I'll dice up the steak now. So that's what I'm using, a piece of ribeye steak. So get that diced up as well. And I've got a wee cup of water with some stock in it. It did say beef stock, but I couldn't really find any this morning, so I think it's just a vegetable stock cube that I'm using. But anyway, wait and see. I'm doing a lot of the prep first before I start cooking, because as I said, I'm not sure how much gas is there, so I want to make sure I get all the prep out the way, so that it's all good to go in the pot. So we'll get this chopped up as well. and I'll bring you back when we start cooking. I'm looking after a couple of bikes. A couple of guys just went past, but they're away down there for a wee wander, so they parked their bike there. They were like, I didn't know if anybody was in there. I was like, aye, just chillaxing. Make lunch, mate. We'll just get a wee bit of oil in the pan, don't need too much. To get the veg sautéed. And I'm going to put a bit of butter in it as well. And I'm going to keep a bit of butter for the steak as well, because I'm going to sauté that in a minute as well. Well, that's the guys back and they've got their bikes, so just putting another wee bit of olive oil in there, because the pan was quite hot, so just letting that veg saute down for a wee bit and then we'll put the steak in. I don't quite know what this recipe's going to taste like because I've never actually tried it before, so this is a bit of an experiment. So I've sautéed them down. You take them out now and you sear in the meat. I'll just dump them back in this wee bag, will be fine. Just give that a minute or two to heat up. Some butter. I'll keep a wee bit of butter for the end. I've got all the chopped meat in here with the flour, so we'll give that a few minutes. So this is just a stage where you brown the meat off slightly, just for a few minutes, and then you put all the ingredients back in and add a few more of the finishing ingredients. Getting a pretty, I wish you could smell a vision, but you're getting a pretty kind of, you know, caramelised browning flavour here because it's up quite high and you'll also see you've got the butter in there. But you put the flour in it to, you know, help thicken the sauce up as well. It's not doing too bad. Forgot got my wee spatula, wee tiny Christmas spatula, so I'll use that to keep mixing it through. Yeah, I think that's browned enough, so I'm going to add in the ingredients again. So get the onion and the veg and everything, the onion and the mushrooms back in. Those two guys saw a wee baby deer down there. It might come up when it smells us roasting. And I'll get the stock in there as well, so it's got a bit of liquid to start cooking down. Just going to give it a mix through to make sure I can get this stock cube reduced. I'm putting in one more tiny wee splash of water because that was only 100ml and it was 110. So just put another wee splash in. Turn it up and let it cook a bit. I did forget the mustard, but I bought some tarragon, so I'm going to put some tarragon in it. Not too much, it's got a strong flavour, but I think it'll be quite nice in this recipe. I hope that gas lasts long enough to get this lunch cooked. One of the final ingredients is sour cream, so I'll put that in as well now. Oh, that's that. Just let that cook down, guys. That's past, so I'm going to try and hopefully the gas lasts, give it a good 10-15 minutes just to cook through. So that's the beef stroganoff, just bubbling away there, guys. That's only been about 5 minutes, but quite a lot of the liquid's reduced already. So I'll have a wee look and see if it's ready yet, and I'll get tucked into that. It actually smells really nice. That is really, really delicious. I just tried a piece to see if it was ready, and I think it's pretty much cooked, so going to enjoy this beef stroganoff. Seems to be a success. Yeah, it's maybe missing that tiny bit of sharpness from the mustard, but the tarragon certainly helps instead. So can thoroughly recommend that, guys, as a camp meal. As you can see, it was fairly easy. There's very little steps involved, and it tastes absolutely scrummy. So going to sit down in my lovely chair and under my nice tarp and enjoy my lunch, and I'll bring you back in a wee while, guys. You can't underestimate how delicious that stroganoff was. It was really, really yummy. So just did a wee bit of tidying up, and I'm just going to heat up a coffee, and then we'll see about getting packed up, because I've got a bit of a chore to run today, to drop off a book at my mum's. So can't stay out here all day, guys. So yeah, let's heat up some coffee. I'll just use the wee army canteen and I can drink it out of that as well. I'm sure there's enough juice left in that wee gas stove. This coffee can be drunk cold anyway. You know yourself, I buy a lot of these cold coffees. So I'm having this one. Pretty yummy. As I said, it can be drunk cold, but I'm going to heat it up just to heat me up. I'll keep the coffee cup and put the coffee in that. Well, it's been a really nice setup today and a really nice day. That lunch was so nice. There is an advantage bringing the gas stove, because at least you don't get blackened charcoal everywhere. But it is quite heavy, so it's okay if you're coming somewhere that's quite close by. It's been a really nice day today, just been out chillaxing. I've spent quite a bit of time here just chillaxing and not filming. Hopefully I'll resolve the mobile phone issue. Really impressed with the DD Tarp, so many options on it. Really pleased with the setup today. Definitely a lot more shelter from the wind. That's good as ready, it doesn't have to be boiling hot. And it fits perfectly, of course. Pop the lid back on. So yeah, nice wee day really, nice wee last day of the holidays, I'd say. Looking back on my channel, I think I've been coming out for about 6 months now. In that time I've done 2 overnighters, one in France and one in a wood here. I've not done a lot of overnighters, so that's something, you know, I would like to change this year. I guess it's just working up the courage. But I certainly enjoy coming out during the day, setting up the tarp, figuring out what to do. I'm probably repeating myself. It's just really nice to be out and get fresh air and, you know, a bit of activity. And I'm making progress on that kuksa. That coffee's so nice. This is, I don't know if you could see it when I gave you the close-up, it's a soya caramel blend. It's so nice. It's great having that gas stove, it's so convenient, but it's quite heavy, so I wouldn't be bringing that with me all the time. It's far too heavy. Probably need to get some more paracord as well, because I definitely don't know where that ridge line went. I think the last time I had it stuffed in my pocket, and then I don't know if I just flung it down in the car and then didn't bring it out, but I couldn't see in the car. I'll have a look about the room and stuff and see if it's anywhere. Been pretty quiet today actually, which is nice. There's not been a lot of aeroplanes going overhead today, which has been really nice. I think one of my only observations on this tarp setup is obviously you are very sheltered, so there isn't a lot of visibility around you, which I think is one of the disadvantages from my other setup, because I come to these places where there's a lot of people, obviously, as you can see, and sometimes it's nice, you know, to see who's coming towards you and that kind of thing. And the dogs obviously get a fright when they're running about. There's quite a few dogs came up barking today. But yeah, really lovely day. So better finish my coffee and get packed up. It's probably going to get dark in about 45 minutes or so, so that'll give me plenty of time to clear up, tidy up. One of the things that I wasn't sure about the last time, after I packed up, obviously it had been raining. I mean, it's been raining today, so the tarp's wet. So I'm just wondering, you know, what you guys do in terms of making sure it's dry. You know, do Do you hang it out and dry it out when you get back home and stuff? I'm presuming it's important to make sure it's dry when it's stowed away again. So yeah, let me know what you do about that. Really nice coffee. I guess I'm looking forward to, you know, the spring coming in and the temperature picking up a bit. That'll be quite nice, but of course then we might have to battle with the midges. So there are advantages to coming out in the winter. But anyway, better start getting moving. Well, there we are guys, that's me all took down. That's all my kit there to carry back to the car. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's wee episode. I was reading myself on one of my YouTube channels that I watch. A guy was saying, you know, a lot of people saying, oh, you're just wasting time, what a waste of time, you've done nothing, or, you know, just criticism basically. And, you know, the way I see this is, it's not about wasting time, it's about spending time. And there's nothing nicer, there's nothing more relaxing than being out in the woods and just spending a bit of time on your own in nature basically. So spending time is enriching time and it's really good for your soul. Thanks again for watching guys, and hopefully I'll see you again soon in the next one.